All right. What it is, what it ain't, it's your girl Juice back with another episode of Wildlife Got Me at the podcast. We're on episode 42, man. And I'm here with my girl
Zemi.
And also
Asia.
And the last time you heard Asia, it was on episode 26 when she was talking about the old men and she was in the treehouse.
I already knew that he was like pushing 40, and a lot of men that are pushing 40, especially from that generation, they really do be established with women. Like, even if they ain't married, they definitely got a main. They are out mingling and mingling and shit. So I kind of went in there a little skeptical, and I was already looking for clues. And the fact I didn't find it, I was like, damn, this motherfucker good.
With the hibachi grill.
The man whose wife was never home.
Was never home.
And this is the same person. It was too much going on.
But since then, so are you still with the older gentleman, or what happened in that?
I am not with that man. He was like a textbook narcissist.
Narcissist, okay.
I just remember, like, one day I pulled up his house, baby mama house, and I was like, this is just, like, not my character. So, you know, like, whenever you ever, like, went through something, like, I don't know if it's, like, this age or, like, a younger age, but you'll start, like, just Googling, like, why am I acting like this? Mm-hmm. That's how I was. And so I just Googled, like hot and cold type behavior, like the inconsistency, the gaslighting, and then boom, I see the word narcissist pop up. And then I was like, oh, this is starting to make sense. Like, everything's starting to align. And then, you know, like, TikTok pays attention to what you search on Google. I don't care what y'all say. And next thing I know, I started seeing videos of, like, you know, people who are narcissists or women that dealt with them. And I would just see little scenarios that they would go through, and it would align with what I was going through. And I was like, yeah, this is why I'm crazy as hell now. It was rough, y'all. Like,
what was you doing? Like
you ain't gotta get too crazy in detail.
Yeah, you ain't gotta get real detail, but like how, like, would you say, like, he had you acting, or like that you realized was out of your character?
Basically, I'm just pulling up, because I'm not even the type of person to pull up. I keep it real player.
Like, pulling up without texting first?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You just pulling up at this married man house?
Yeah, well, gas is high.
No, it's not married man.
Okay, I'm about to say,
no, this is supposed to be, like, my actual boyfriend.
Okay.
This is the guy I was posting in my close friends.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. No.
I'm about to say, not the married man.
No, that married man situation was actually, like, 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah.
Don't be pulling up on him.
Oh, no, I might have got beat up.
Yeah.
She would have got beat up.
Well, so she probably wouldn't be there.
Honestly, during that time he was pulling up and the gas price was real high, obviously he was really getting to your juggler.
You know what's crazy, though?
What?
He stayed so far. I remember one day, y'all, it was around his birthday, and he did not reply to me that night. I seen him that evening around, like, 7. And then that night, I texted him around 10:30, like, asking, like, was he having fun? Because I knew he was with his friends. I put up to the spot that he was at. Messages started turning green. So, like,
he ain't got no Android.
No, he don't have an iPhone. So at that point, I was already looking crazy. But, you know, I was at home with Gio, so I couldn't go nowhere. So that next day, he texted me, like, twice saying, oh, I got drunk, I got fucked up, and, like, I fell asleep. Yeah, you're a fucking liar. So we end up not talking around, I would say the last time he sent me text, like, at 10 o'clock that morning. And typically he calls me while he's on break at work, but no answer. Y'all, it was pouring down, raining. Gio was at school. Oh, I was riding everywhere.
Not you weren't wishing it.
I ain't never pulled up on nobody. I did a drive-by.
That's a pull-up.
That's a drive-by and a pull-up. No, I didn't park. I just did a little drive-by so I could see what was going on.
Okay, Monica. Okay.
I technically drove by. I wouldn't say pull up because he wasn't even there.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very ghetto situation. But that's when I knew, because, like, and then I also have really bad anxiety, y'all. So, like, it just wasn't good for my health. Like, I would just always have this gut feeling that something was wrong even when things were going right. And I'm real spiritual, too.
Amen.
I also knew, too, he wasn't right for me because my mom actually came to 2 people in my family in a dream and said, tell Asia stop what she doing. And I took that shit so serious.
Dang.
Yeah.
That mama don't play.
She don't, and it's crazy how like she was probably seeing things that I wasn't. But then once we like broke up, like everything kind of surfaced because like his cousins would start coming around. My cousins, because like they're not obviously he's 47, but my cousins are like 30ish, and then his friends are 30ish. His cousins are 30ish, so. They would start coming around, and that's when I'd be like, oh, you know, so-and-so, like, he been back with his, you know, girlfriend. Apparently, they had never broke up. So
I'm not surprised. That's me.
Dang.
Yeah. But
Mr. Charlie need the man.
Hey, no, it has been days where, like, I'll be drunk. And I'll go home and I'll start playing that video, right? And I'll be
don't blame Mr. Charlie.
So I still love you like I be sick, y'all. I was like, that old man had me gone.
You been looking like no pain, no gain.
But it was really just the narcissistic behavior, though. Like, I feel like it kind of triggered my childhood trauma. Like, my abandonment issues, like anxious attachment style. One thing about me, like, I keep shit playing. Whenever I date somebody, whenever I like somebody, I don't get too emotional. Like, I let you have your space, you know what I'm saying? But when it came to him, it was totally different.
Yeah.
They just know how to trigger people. But, you know, they have this thing that narcissists like, and it's called supply. Pretty much people that get sex from, people that house them, people just, you know, stroke their ego. And I guess that's really what the narcissists, like, go for. Like, they search for that. They want somebody to constantly, like, validate them. Yeah, believe me, I've done, like, researched all this shit. Because it makes you kind of feel better about the situation. You know? I had to realize, like, it wasn't me. Like, nothing wrong with me. It was all him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the one guy who is a narcissist, but he teaches other people about...
The dark-skinned guy, he has cornrows? Or brown skin?
Brown skin, I thought it was dreads. Or locks.
You know what? They probably are locks. Because, like, in every video, he always, like, says, like, hey, I'm a narcissist. I have this disorder, that disorder, whatever. So, yeah. Because you'll be surprised. Apparently, like, narcissists, I guess that disorder, like, it stems from, I guess, like, mommy issues, daddy issues, being abused, being molested. Because they say some narcissists, like, might be, like, gay. Like, undercover gay. Like, they may secretly like men.
Damn.
I could kind of see how that would make sense.
Well, I think then a narcissist is a person that technically doesn't like any control left from them. So, like, if, let's just say, like, you and him were, like, colliding, y'all doing good, but he felt like you was doing too much in the relationship, or he felt like, okay, she's having too much control in what she wants to do, how she wants to do things, and just to do small things like make her upset, like block her out the blue, or doing stuff like that to keep some type of control and make her go crazy over me, that boosts my ego. I think that's like one of the major things.
Now, I will say they don't block, and I've actually saw videos of narcissists saying that they don't block simply because it's kind of like they don't know boundaries. So, like, let's say if I was to block him, and I was to decide to unblock him and then try and talk back to him again. Like, I don't know, like, that's his way of, like, not having boundaries. Because I could say I'm done and you should be able to respect that and, like, leave me alone. But he still won't leave me alone, you know? But I will say it's one situation. It's funny that you brought it up, how they want to have control. It was, like, graduation weekend. And I had a whole bunch of stuff lined up. Mind you, no, story of fame, you know, you say mind you. Mind you, I hadn't seen him in, like, a week and a half. Like, there was a death, on his, like, baby mama's, like, side of the family or whatever, and he's really close to them. So you know how black folks have to send up all week. So I kept trying to see him, like, before or after, but it wouldn't work out because who knows what was really going on. That's neither here nor there, though. But the whole point is, like, we hadn't seen each other for a good little minute. But the minute I have plans, I got shit lined up. Oh, he's like, fuck that. Like, I was supposed to be going to a grad party. It was in Augusta. It was a girl that went to my school, and she was having it up there. And then one of my cousins was having a little, like, birthday shindig the next day. So I was going to be booked and busy. Why did this man get into a full-blown argument with me Friday before the festivities were supposed to start, saying that he had planned a surprise date for me and that he was so upset that I didn't want to hang out. And then one thing about it, He be telling me that he likes Marvel, but he really don't. He just did that because he wanted to get some pussy, basically. Really sad.
Superhero get you pussy. That's great.
No, so like I have been telling for a minute I wanted to go see Multiverse Madness, and he was like, I don't really want to go see that movie. I'm not really into Doctor Strange, this and that, whatever. But now all of a sudden he wants to go, and I feel like he was trying to manipulate me into going because he knows, like, all right, I don't really like doing stuff with her like that. So let me just throw it out there that I do, so I can still have control over the situation, make her not go out. So I'm not gonna lie, it worked because honestly, y'all, like, he called me like yelling and like this jealous rage type shit, and like it had my nerves going so bad. I was like, fuck it, like I'll just go. Right. So I canceled on everybody. Pretty sure like my whole social group was mad at me for a couple weeks. But I felt like this is what I gotta do to save my relationship. We was already a little rocky. Such a dumbass. But let me tell y'all. So once we got to the movie theater and the movie come on, why the fuck did this man ask me which one is Doctor Strange? But you said you like Marvel though. Then you said that you didn't even like him. So you kind of already acknowledge that you know who he is. You just don't like the character.
Did he pay for the movie?
Yeah. I won't pay for that shit.
Then you're fine. I'll be in that bit. Bye. It's him.
Then we went out to eat after because he said he had dinner and movie. We went to Wild Wing Cafe, y'all.
Damn, classy. Y'all got the 31? Okay,
it ain't no wrong there, but he made it seem like he had a nice dinner set.
Something like out of the usual. Okay,
yes, okay. And then it's like they actually had live music there, and it was some country shit. Now I like country music, but he doesn't even like to be around live bands. So that's how I know you really didn't plan this. So if you would have planned it, you would have knew they would have had that going on. That's how I knew he pretty much didn't want me to be around nobody because maybe he thought his bitch was gonna get took. Because I mean, he probably be out here doing that, like you know, going out in search of, you know, a fresh roster.
So how do you keep up? Because I'm not really good with the roster. I've never been really good with the. Because I always get paranoid that I was like, I'm going somewhere with somebody, and then next you know, they're there too, and I'm just like, shit, I'm caught. So.
I never get caught, because first of all, the dudes that I be talking to.
Before you speak, do not put out all your secrets out here in these streets.
I'm not.
It ain't hard.
No, it's not, because one thing about me, like, I don't have a specific type. So because I don't have a specific type, I don't think they hang out with the same group in the same settings. Like, you know, I like the older dudes. You know what I'm saying? Then I like the kind of weirdo type dudes. And then I like, you know, cool ladies. So they don't... And that's why you converse with the dude and, you know what I'm saying, you gotta slip in there like, so who you hang with? You know, who your crew? Like, oh, I see you hang out with so-and-so. Then they start spilling it. Well, I hang out with everybody. And in the back of my head, I'm like, all right, don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. We good. Like, you know, it works.
Because I heard so many stories that, like, girls be like, yeah, don't talk to him, man. And then next thing you know, they look through their Instagram or they see, like, they snap and they with their boys or something like that. And they look in the back. It's the nigga that they was talking to. And then they be like, next to the nigga that they been talking to, too. And I was like, run. Like, why?
Oh, you better run because you have definitely been talked about. I don't care what nobody say. Like, dudes be making it seem like they be keeping shit player too, and they don't be telling. They talk way more than us.
Definitely.
Especially if they're envious of a guy that has a girl that, you know what I'm saying, they want. Oh, they gonna be real envious. For sure.
Dang. Is that true?
Sometimes, yo, it can be.
Sorry, cameraman in the back.
I don't know where you from, but I mean, we from Warner Robins, all of us. So like, you know, it's very small. So everybody know everybody. So it's gonna be a change. If you have a big friend group and a guy talks to like a girl or whatever, somebody in that group has already had a crush on her, more than likely.
Yeah, honestly, that's why I got out of the, like, the lesbian quote unquote groups, because once you're in that group, everybody messes with everybody. And I'm trying to get
you run a brothel.
That's what it was like, and then like nobody supposed to be mad. Yeah, like nobody supposed to be mad at each other. Like nobody's supposed to have a problem. Like everybody's like, yeah, me and Samantha broke up. Me and Samantha are together now. Like it should be weird shit. Yeah. And so after a while, I just like, I really stick to like dating people that don't live in this area, and that's like a major thing. If I do find somebody in this area, like I'm getting a background check.
Oh, I don't blame you. The last guy I dated, you know, he was from Warner Robins. Then, you know, the dude that I messed with, like, you know, the married one or whatever.
I don't know, Henderson,
child. And then, like, the last real relationship, besides the one that I recently had, he was from Twiggs County. And he knew, like, one person here.
Yeah.
So, like, it worked. It was very peaceful. But it sucks dating somebody here because, like, you have mutuals. Because, I mean, I literally met Buddy at, like, my cousin's party. Mm. So, it's like, you know, he still be coming around. His folks still be coming around. I just don't be there.
Mm. Yeah, you think it's going to be a time that you're just actually going to be back in that, and he's going to be in that, and then y'all going to see each other one day, y'all going to start conversing, or is...
I'm pretty sure he will talk to me, because, I mean, my cousins actually saw him at a get-together a couple weeks ago, and he told my cousin, Sierra, like, tell Asia that I love her. And
okay.
He can't love you like I love you.
And I was like, tell him to go to hell.
Damn.
But I'm like almost 2 months in, no contact. So it's
Get you a chip.
For real.
Like that. You got AAA.
Y'all don't know, y'all. It was hard. I broke up with him right before his birthday. But like my birthday was the next week, and I was like, even though we done broke up, I still want to hang out with him.
Did you give him a gift?
I gave him $100.
Damn.
Let me be your man.
I want to be your man. But I really did it out of guilt, because he doesn't even like to give gifts for real. Like, you know, he'll throw me money and stuff like that on like a day-to-day basis or whatever. But as far as like gift giving, no.
Did he get you a gift?
No.
Man, I would have took my $100 back. Some kind of way, I would, Yeah,
he didn't give me like a gift, but like I asked him for like, you know, a bottle and like a couple of dollars, you know, but that don't really, you know.
That's it, really.
Huh? Definitely not compared to what I got him. I mean, it was $100. But shoot, I'm glad that I didn't get him nothing else, because like he's a Tampa Bay fan, so I was gonna get him like a wallet that had like the Tampa Bay emblem like embedded in it, and he wanted some. It was some J's that came out around that time. Like I had a whole list of stuff.
Not Uncle in the J's.
But yeah, I will say he don't dress up in no boot cut pants.
When I tell you that he wear white tees every day.
Now he do wear white tees a lot. He wear white tees a lot.
That man wore white tees every time I saw him on FaceTime. He had a white tee.
The big used to be a little dingy too.
Just need a little time to go.
But yeah, I'm definitely a big Joey for, you know, giving him that. But like I said, I gave it to him out of guilt, because we really had fell out like that Saturday before his birthday. And he had asked me if I could like get him some shoes or whatever. They were like $100. So I was like, let me just like go ahead and like get you this. Because I felt bad. He knows how to guilt trip me for sure.
So I knew he wasn't right when I first saw him. You ever had beef with me? I ain't even seen him before.
Oh, he thought that like LaShelle's my girlfriend.
I told you people be thinking when you with your female friend, people be thinking.
But still,
like he brought it up out of nowhere
like
one
he
day.
was having beef with me for real. Like even on FaceTime, he was like, "Oh, you with your bitch, huh?" I was like, "It is." I'm sitting there trying to eat my pasta in peace.
I ain't gonna lie. One day, me and him was like broken up already, but we were so like, you know, messing around. So I was going to move. I was really going out on like a date, and I said I was going with like Michelle. We was just like hanging out. He was like, "Oh, so y'all going out to the movies, huh?" Now, like they really ain't gonna like this girl for something that she not even doing.
I'm just out here breathing.
I had to use you as a culprit.
I think a lot of people use me as like that getaway. Or be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but I was like, please don't.
People really got smoked with shit.
Yeah, I was like, if I get beat up by 4 or 5 guys for no reason, I was like, I know who the people that belong to. I'm gonna whoop everybody ass in here.
Yeah, you might as well go ahead and get a pistol.
At least me and my boy ain't got no problem.
See, y'all gonna be straight.
See, that's why I actually like to like when my friends get boyfriends, I like to like definitely like meet them, talk to them, let them know that there's nothing going on. Cause like dudes, I think dudes automatically have that mindset of being like, you know, maybe, but I don't want to be suspicious about it. But like shit, like she does hang out with her all the time, and she is gay.
Yeah.
Like That nigga thought
it. That's why you laughing. Did I ever tell you, like, at one point, like, my parents thought, like, me and you was together?
No, your mama wanted us. She was like...
She was like, Lachelle, make a good... Mom, I'm not a lesbian.
No, the stupid thing about it, because every time I was like, oh, Zemi said, Lachelle get you flowers. You fine.
What? Something like that.
I was like, I ain't gonna do nothing for the
I bet you got old school parents, like, they're going to believe that, because I had a homegirl that I was, like, stuck to in, like, high school, and, I mean, she was bi. My mom didn't know that, though, but, like, she saw it together so much, and she saw how emotional she would get when it came to me. She was like, dang, you hanging out with your little girlfriend today? I was like, okay, like, but she know that I don't.
I'm trying to tell you. But I think dudes probably have the same thing, too. Like, you have that bromance. I mean, girls have that girlmance.
No, bros really do have that bromance, because
it be deep.
No, it be a little too deep.
Sometimes I just hear dudes talking and be like, oh, for real shit, I ain't never go crazy and start talking shit about my bro and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never gonna fall out by no bitch and shit like that. And I just be like, man, for that bitch on real shit, I always hold my bro over her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all together? Like, what's going on?
Dudes
like,
will pick their bros. They'll pick bros over science.
Yeah.
Bros over God. Like,
bros over hoes, homies over hoes. Like, it's such a strong thing. But I was like, I'm glad y'all got that partnership. But when it comes to, like, you finding somebody, like, it's gonna be pretty hard because you always picking homies over hoes. Like,
see, and dudes be wanting that external validation from their homeboys too. That's why they love staying so close to them and shit. It's very gay.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess I mean honestly, I understand the mentality because I only hang out with females most of the time. Mm-hmm. So I understand like you want to have that sisterhood or that brotherhood and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, y'all need a little space. Y'all be doing too much.
Yeah, that's when it's like getting to speak to me. But
it's the same thing as that friend. Do y'all have that one friend that's always stuck in your relationships, that always saying something about your relationships?
Not gonna lie, I am definitely that friend, but it's really just be because like the dudes be ain't shit.
Yeah.
So.
Like I'm kind of one of those people like you ask me a question, I'm gonna answer it, but I'm not gonna bring it up.
Yeah. And I had to learn that too. You know, they say it's like a trauma response whenever you try and like put yourself into people's business too much, because it's like that inner child, like that little kid in you didn't have a voice. So now you want to be that voice for everybody else whenever they're going through some BS.
Right.
But I had to learn, like, pretty much give my opinion when it's asked for. And, if a person's in, like, a dangerous type situation, like, I'll say whatever I got to say. But other than that, I learned to be more of a listener. Because I want people to just listen to me. Like, sometimes you really have to experience shit and then be like, you know what? I went through this. I learned from it. It's over with, that's better than the person telling you, don't talk to that person. Sometimes you gotta feel that shit.
Yeah, like, it's to the point that, like, I seen, like, domestic violence between people in clubs in person. And so, and then you see that one person be like, bro, stop that shit, all that extra shit. And then the two people turns on them and start beating their ass. And so ever since I saw that in the club.
Mental illness.
Yeah, like, ever since I saw that in the club, I was like, bro, I'll never put myself in that predicament that I'll try to save a hoe and the hoe slap me up. Like, that is not gonna be a thing at all. And
when it comes to friends, like, if your friend, like, dates somebody and then, they fuck up and then you hate them, did they get back cool? Then, like, it's still gonna be smoke between you and that other person. That's awkward, especially if y'all, like, to all hang out together in, like, the same setting. Like, yeah. I'm gonna lie, I do talk to, like, one person, and we ain't, like, serious, but, like, I like him, and I can tell when it comes to me, he's being a little sensitive. So I was like, oh, yeah. But, I warned him, I was like, it's really about, like, my past relationship, I'm gonna talk about it, and he was like, I still want to hear about it. I was like, alright.
Honestly, I kind of hate that concept that we have to talk about. Like, at first, I was, like, really, like, tell me about all your exes. Tell me what's going on. But I think that's just the therapist in me that wants to, like...
I think Consuelo.
Yeah, that wants to... How Consuelo doing?
I need to go see Consuelo. I haven't been to her in a few months because I've been busy moving and with school. Yeah, I need to pay my bills too.
That's why I don't want to see her until that bill paid.
my balance still there. That's my way back.
Yeah. They want to see your ass until y'all bills is paid.
I get it, because I feel like I'm that person where it's like, I be wanting to know, because I feel like it helps me understand, like, why you are a certain way, or why you do certain things within a relationship. And then I feel like with that, because of your past experience, you know, like, what you want now in somebody. So, like, if it's something you tell me that you dealt with before, that's a trigger for you, I know not to do that. So, yeah, I'd be asking them all the questions.
Yeah.
That goes for past relationships and just how you was raised. Like, okay, for example, with me, growing up, my parents used to cancel on me a lot. It was a deeper meaning behind it, but all I saw was my parents were canceled on me. So whenever I get canceled on by somebody, even if it's the simplest, like, you know, outing, I get very upset. Like, Lachelle will tell you, like, if me and her have plans, I'm texting her and calling her, like, 20 minutes before, 10 minutes, the whole day, like, you still want to go? You still want to go? Like, because I'm so used to getting canceled.
But the crazy part is that she's going to be late regardless.
Okay, I got ADHD.
She'll literally be like, okay, like, I did it to her today just to see how it felt. And I was like, okay, just people are reminding other people is fine. But then I was like, maybe it's still going to be late, though. So I don't even know why. I had to do it because you missed my nephew's birthday party, so I just had to remind you. I had to get you together.
I was getting my hair braided that day.
Yeah, everybody know a bust down. You gotta get your bust down now.
I was getting braids.
Solid slide. But like, yeah. Shit. Like you gotta remind people sometimes. But yeah, it's been always late to anything.
It's my ADHD, y'all. Like my time management skills are horrible.
You might be neurodivergent.
I mean that is what
that's what
ADHD is.
Yeah, I think I got that shit too.
TikTok don't name everybody.
Y'all just don't be on time.
No, I actually went to my primary care physician, and he told me just by talking to me for 10 minutes, he could tell I had ADHD.
Can Swayla ask if I had ADHD?
What? I don't know why she don't ask you. She need to be asking her damn self if you got it.
If you want to add it to the list, you can put it on there, but...
Nah, she want to put you on them Addies. That's what it is.
I don't be on my medication now. I be doing all that extra shit.
No, I'm definitely going to get medicated.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie. I do want to get tested for autism, though.
Is it because, do you feel like you miss, like, social cues? Like, if somebody's going through something, like, can you not tell their facial expression? Or is it because you're so monotone?
I think it's the fact that sometimes in, like, social gatherings, like, of course, I know I had to pretty much mask what I'm feeling, but half the time I'm very, like, about it sometimes.
It could be anxiety.
Could be that, too.
But
I'm trying to get tested for everything, though. But because I was listening to the podcast, the lady didn't realize she was autistic until she was, like, 40.
It's too late for you, girl.
Yeah. Ain't you, like, 30? I'm playing.
I'm 26. Thank you.
For real,
It's so off topic.
What?
What were we talking about before? Oh, about the old man.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Sometimes the podcast get a little out.
It did get a little out. It's okay, though. I mean, that's how I get with my ADHD. Like, I always get off topic. I knew that was going to happen eventually.
Yeah, but I wasn't surprised when you got diagnosed with ADHD, though. Because you talk like... I was like, damn. I had to learn how to keep up with you.
Damn, it's so crazy. Once I told my friends about it, they were, like, not surprised. And I was like, well, y'all never mentioned y'all felt like I had ADHD. But I guess it's not nothing that you just bring up. Hey, you got ADHD. Like...
No, like, you talk fast and you move fast. I remember one day I was doing your, helping you with that work that you helped me.
The little PowerPoint?
Yeah, and I was doing that, and I swear you just... And I was like, damn, I'm still on the first sentence. Like, what was you talking about? But I think people should know what they have or, you know, what's going on. Can you be diagnosed as a narcissist, or...
Yeah, I mean, I think you go to, like, some type of psychologist.
I would think so.
But, like, I don't, of course, there's no, like, medication for it, because I feel like that type of trauma just basically just changes your personality a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you have, like, anxiety that's associated with that. Like, they may give you meds for that. But, I mean, most of the time, it's just, like, like, holistic type therapy. You know what I'm saying?
I think most of, you know, our race in there. being African American, I think most of our descendants have some type of mental situation going on. I think it's the fact that we suppress it, and then we're like more like our parents are more like, "Ain't no wrong with you. Get up."
Yes,
like
it's a stigma surrounded by like mental health issues in the Black community. Like, you know, you're pretty much like just stupid for trying to get help. That's basically how they feel.
Yeah. So like maybe if your old man got help when he was a kid, maybe he wouldn't act the way that he act today.
See, I'm gonna lie, because I'm an empath, I really wanted to save him, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, it was times where he'll call me and just be so vulnerable, and he'll be like, I feel like there's like a demon inside me. Like, he would tell me that type of shit.
I ain't demons.
No, they be like, when they fight demons, it's consequences to their actions, so...
But actually, though, on the TikToks that I would watch, I watched so many profiles of narcissists on there. They said, like, how they act or how their spirit is, it's literally, like, equivalent to, like, a demon spirit. Like, they're, like, intentionally doing crazy-ass shit to get, like, you know, because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even told nobody this before, but, like, I was so fucked up about him. Like, I had an ulcer in my stomach.
I don't know want to be that sick by the man.
But it sucks though, because like all the gaslighting, you know what I'm saying, the manipulation, like the hot and cold behavior, and then it's like, because he was older too, like I have daddy issues, like I mean, you know, me and my dad, like, you know, I live with my dad, but like whenever I was little, he just wasn't emotionally available to me, so I feel like I be trying to fill that void by dating older men, so it's like, you're literally like not giving me the guidance or whatever I feel like I'll seek out from him or whatever. And then it was just one day, like, me and my dad was beefing, and we got into it, and he said, what the hell is wrong with you? You acting crazy. I tell you, my boyfriend literally told me the same thing a couple days later. So, like, that really had me feeling like, damn, like, it just kind of contributed to how fucked up I was about him. So, that's why I said, like, dealing with the narcissist, it literally surfaces all your childhood trauma. So now I'm just stuck in the healing process. It was really all like just character development, honestly. Because now I be doing stuff to heal my inner child. Yeah. Like, remember I told you how I just wanted to start doing things that, I guess, to engage my inner child, things that I wasn't able to do as a kid or things that I missed doing, like going to the batting cage, or like I want to start going back to like the racetrack and stuff. I used to do that whenever I was a little kid. You know, just like playing tennis again, because me and my mom played a lot whenever I was little. We really played racquetball. But it just felt good to pretty much like go back and try things that I felt as a kid, because I feel like, because I had really bad anxiety as a kid, whenever I would try things and it got hard, I quit. So I became a quitter. I was very discouraged. And I honestly feel like whenever you're a kid and you play sports or you just do kid-like things, you know, it kind of fosters those good, like, characteristic traits that you're supposed to have. And I feel like I really don't have a lot of those because my childhood was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I'm, like, treating my childhood issues now, like, I'm more like a people pleaser than anything else. So, actually, like, if I don't want to do something, I actually say no, which is weird to me. But that's what
I'm people pleaser also.
Yeah, so it's slowly getting to, okay, I'm letting people know, like, I don't want to do this. I'm letting people know, hey, this is not for me. Or I'm just letting, checking people like, hey, like, whatever we're doing, but if I'm not feeling that, then we're not doing that. Yeah. You do what you want, but I'm doing what I want. And that's like a big thing. Because I'm always there for people. And that's why a lot of issues, too, like, that's why we find friends that don't cater to us, but we serve them. It's because that's what we're used to, especially in our childhood and stuff like that. So, finding friends that do the same things that I would do for them, those are, like, the main big qualities for me.
Especially once you start getting that treatment where they start treating you right and you have, friends that reciprocate your energy, like, it feels weird, too.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even like to ask for help. That's why, honestly, I like people that... I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, my God, like, I just need you to do all this for me without me even asking. But if you see that I'm struggling, for you to just reach out and do something, like, I like that even more. Because she's like that. Like, it's been days where I've, like, haven't been feeling myself. And she used to be like, hey, I want to come over, I'll bring you food type shit.
Yeah. So if people do that to you, and you serve that back, that's the greatest thing ever. But yeah, man, y'all got anything to give out any more facts, any more news or anything before we cut out?
Me with my situation, dating my narcissist. I feel like whenever you date somebody, please just wait. I lost my train of thought, y'all.
You got it, y'all. You got it.
All right. Before you get serious with somebody, please get to know them and see them in all 4 seasons, like happy, sad, broke, got money, because they will really turn into a different person. Mm-hmm. Like I would say that, like dating in general, just dating a narcissist specifically, like just really get to know a person before you make it official, because people really do put up this facade, and it gets scary whenever that mask falls.
Definitely. And move in with somebody before you get married.
I'm still on the fence about that one.
That's how you gonna catch it.
I would say no, play house. Just play house time to time throughout the week and on the weekends, and you'll be able to see. Like, you know, they go to your crib, you go to their crib, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to see them every day to realize that they don't leave the toilet seat down, or they leave the cap off the toothpaste. They have clutter. They don't like to clean up. They leave dishes in the sink. Like, you don't have to spend it every day with them to see that.
That's why I already told anybody ever that way. I was like, I'm gonna tell you what my housing situations are before, and you can let me know if you want to stay in it. I don't like to wash dishes. Sometimes I leave my clothes in the washer for a long time.
You rewash them before you...
Yeah.
Okay.
I just keep forgetting them.
You might have ADHD then.
Right.
Let me stop. I ain't gonna die in this shit then.
And when it comes to cleaning, like, I only really clean... It's a childhood thing. You know when your parents be like, hurry up and clean before company comes over? Or if your friends are already there and your room is messed up, they yell at you for that?
Yeah.
So, like, before y'all got here, like... I literally set aside 2 hours to get every single thing cleaned up before y'all got here, because it's just like a thing. But if it was like on regular and nobody was gonna be here, shit was still being what it was. So that's like a big thing. But that's all I got to say today. What about you, Zemi? You got anything?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Go ahead, Zemi. Show the fall bit. What you got today? Where they from? She.
No, that is really cute for real though.
Hey, just show the shoes.
Check my footwork. Check my footwork.
They probably they do.
What you say?
No. They probably
right. She wear fake shoes though.
You already know Crocs room. White folks though. This phone.
The white folks though. That could be anywhere.
Yep. Nike.com. But yeah, man. Also thank my boy Damien in the back for holding down the camera. But this is Wildlife Got Me Up the podcast. Thank you so much for hitting us up and listening to us. Asia, shout out all your social medias since you finally back on social media since you got out.
Oh, yes. Okay, my IG is AsiaLou, AJALOU 07. Facebook, nobody's gonna follow on Facebook, never mind. And then Twitter is XO_Tamar, like Tamar Braxton.
Tamar.
Shut up.
Let me go ahead and shout your shit out.
So my Instagram is Zemi_18. That's ZEMI. What is my Twitter? It's something with my name, but it's the real Lord Harvey.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
whoa.
Wow.
Red flag. And you already know what it is. It's your girl, Yo Gabba Gabba Juice. And that's pretty much on anything and everything. So yeah, man.
Her signature.
For sure. So remember, don't let anyone have you fucked up, and follow us on Wildlife Got Me _podcast, and you have to WL all that good shit. So yeah, man. See, y'all have to stay blessed.
Bye, y'all. And cut.